Is that a camera running or what? Pay attention, you idiots. It's a me, Kinghuman. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's me, Kinghuman. Had a little residual Halloween stuff left in me, and I'm gonna do that a little bit. Okay, what's doing? Been getting a lot of emails from people saying, Kinghuman, quit with the crap and get back into the business stuff because we need to get back to making money. Okay. But no matter what I do, I get a million emails from people saying, okay, quit doing the business stuff and get into the goofy shit. If I do the goofy shit, quit doing the goofy shit and get back into the money-making shit. Whatever I do, I get people saying do something else. Which is fine. Keep sending your emails. I'll try and do what I can. But I'm going to do what I want. So, there. Hang on, I'm going to move this light a little bit. Okay, what's doing? I want to get you guys into the eBay mode again. And I want to get you guys up and running. And I'm going to start this with 2 anecdotes that you have to listen to. Because it's going to get you guys thinking in abstract ways when you do eBay. And it's really important because it's going to open up a whole new world to you guys of what you can eBay and how you can make money in bizarre ways on eBay. I'm also going to get you into something. I'm trying to get you ready for my next video, okay? So this is going to get you warm and runny, and then the next video I make is going to get you in business and going with another project. Okay, what is this video about? Like I said, 2 anecdotes. Buddy of mine, electronics teacher, really good guy. He was always challenging me to do eBay stuff, and he wanted to get into it, so I said, okay, go into your garage and bring me something from your garage and we'll eBay it. Again, he's an electronics teacher. He was an electronics teacher, and he's got all kinds of crap in his garage. I mean, just total crap. So he shows up on my doorstep with boxes of these electric motors, industrial electric motors. Thinking, what can I do with this crap? And then he goes on to tell me that he tried to sell these motors at several flea markets for like $10 for all of them. And he had like 3 boxes of these things. Each box had, I don't know how many dozen of them. I don't know. And he couldn't give them away for $5 per gross, or however many he had. Couldn't give the damn things away. Now I'm looking at these electric motors and I'm thinking, what am I going to do with these? How am I going to sell these on eBay? Put them in the industrial section? I won't get $5 for all of them. Just like, I'm not going to do any better than he did in the industrial section. Thinking. Okay, I'm in the Halloween business. This motor turns really slowly. So, instead of selling these motors as industrial electric motors, let's sell them as Halloween prop animators. Boom. Made a killer eBay ad for these things. Showed pictures of how this thing can animate a prop, making a head spin, making a barbecue, taking a prop of an arm or a leg and putting it on a rotisserie and making that spin really slow. All these different options of things you could do with your Halloween props for these motors. Now, these motors are suddenly selling for like $50 a piece, which turned that box of useless junk, $5 junk, all of a sudden that box is worth several $1,000s because he's selling these motors every week. He sells 2 or 3 of these motors. This was several years ago, but that same philosophy applies. My point here is, try to think about cross-marketing products. When you have something like that, that's kind of a puzzle, your first instinct is going to go search for that motor on eBay, and you're going to see everybody selling it in the industrial section. But if you have the brains to think beyond that and say, okay, let's not do what everybody else is doing. Let's market this in a whole new way and see how that works. Then you're going to make the big bucks on eBay. Here's another example. That same buddy of mine, the electronics teacher, we're in a store that sells surplus electronics stuff. And everywhere you look, there's just all this crap. And he was constantly challenging me about, doing this or doing that. And I'm standing there and I'm looking down and there's this box of these silver envelopes like this that these electronics guys put the circuit boards into, and it keeps them from static electricity. There's a whole box of these things sitting there. You can buy the whole box for like $2-3. He sees me looking at these things and he goes, all right, Dave, I challenge you. Make something, sell this on eBay and make money with it. I'm going, he challenged me. He challenged me. So I bought the whole box of these things. What I did with them was I cut them into little strips, little pieces, and I crumpled the pieces up. I went to the Container Store and I bought these little plexiglass display cases. And then I put this little tag in there, a little museum exhibit tag that said Roswell Area 51 crash debris. And I put the whole details about Colonel Blanchard, whatever. I don't even remember. I did the research on it at the time, which was a long time ago. Anyway, a little tiny piece of this crappy material was selling for $50 a pop, the way I did it. Now, I didn't sell it as a genuine artifact. I sold it as a goof, as a display to fool your friends or, for whatever. A sideshow exhibit, whatever. Here it is. I wasn't selling it as a real Area 51 thing, but it still sold for $50 a pop. So, another example. Here's another one. I made a bunch of these aliens in a jar, Roswell aliens, and made up the whole fake newspaper article about it and printed up a whole sheet of information on, again, those things sold for like $50 a pop. And it's like, $2 for the jar. It's some liquid latex and water, colored water, and a little bit of printing. So there you go. Thinking abstractly. And I'm not telling you this to say what a genius I am, although I am a genius, but to get you guys to think in different ways when you want to either create a product for eBay or sell a product on eBay. And the reason I'm getting to this is because, like I say, the next video I do, I'm going to get you guys I'm going to show you guys another demonstration of this and try to get you guys on board with a product that you can run with. And in having said that, I want you right now to go learn how to make a website. Go check it out. Find the easiest place to make a website, because there's going to be a way for you to monetize what I'm going to give you next in making websites and selling these websites. And somebody's going to make a lot of money with this, I think. I hope. It's very valuable information. My estimate is the information I'm going to give you in the next video is going to be worth maybe $20,000. If I were to sit down and write this up in an ebook and put it out there, I would guess I would make 20 grand. Because there's several different ways I could monetize it. It's just money in the bank. But I'm going to give it to you guys for free, because I'm that kind of guy. Anyway. Oh, and to answer, somebody asked me a question. Kinghuman, why do you do this? Why do you give away all this stuff for free? Why are you doing this? Kind of a complicated answer is why not? If I could help somebody, why not? I saw a thing on 60 Minutes about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago about all these engineers and high money guys that went to school and got high education, and now they're working at Target for minimum wage because that's all they can get. And, you know, the days of, you know, putting in your 20, 30 years, retiring with a gold watch and a pension, those days are gone. You know, these companies have no loyalty. They will fire you the day before your pension comes due so they can save a few bucks. And you're out going, what the hell? What do I do now? Well, if I can keep a few people from going down that road and being stuck and show a few people how to become independent, I got single moms sending me letters every day. Kinghuman, thanks. I'm a single mom. I couldn't make ends meet, and now I can because of you, and you've helped us and our kids and blah, blah, blah. You know how gratifying that is? That's the kind of the short answer. If I could help somebody, why wouldn't I do it? All I got to do is make a few videos. Boom. It's little enough. You know, we're on this planet for a short time. If you can make it a better place before you leave it, gold. That's my attitude. Yours may be different. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, I'm tired of hearing myself talk. Bayonara!